Time to round out 2025. The Skating Rebels sweeping the San Diego State Aztecs last week in Cali while not giving up a single goal. This week, the Oregon Ducks come to Vegas searching for their first win over UNLV. Saturday night hockey to kick off the final series of the semester. Oregon, UNLV next. One final series to round out 2025 for the UNLV Skating Rebels, and what a 2025 it's been for this program. Hello and welcome back into City National Arena in Summerlin, Nevada. I'm Dominic DeWalt, your play-by-play commentator, joined by AJ Reed. AJ, welcome back to the broadcast booth. Now, as you guys know, we mentioned in the open there, UNLV entering their final home series, or final series point-blank period in 2025 after taking down SDSU last weekend, sweeping the Aztecs. They're going to be carrying a decent amount of momentum into this weekend against Oregon.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dom. They had a combined series 20-0 against SDSU. Luke Backel had a hat trick. Heath Bench had 4 straight goals at one point. Just an offensive showcase for the Rebels, hoping to continue that into tonight against Oregon.
I mean, Evan West had himself a weekend as well, so just everyone was shining in the California sun last weekend for the Skating Rebels, and as I said, they're taking on the Oregon Ducks here tonight and Sunday afternoon, both games at City National Arena. But kind of talking about the community, we're going to step off the ice for a brief moment. You're seeing some images on your screen of the team getting out in the Las Vegas Valley in the Toys for Tots giveaway, the toy drive in collaboration with the Salvation Army of Southern Nevada. The guys spreading some holiday cheer, getting some toy donations to help families in need in Southern Nevada. And also, if you notice, they're wearing some specialty jerseys, the 2025 Holiday Edition jerseys. I think they're pretty sweet, AJ.
Significant improvement over last year's holiday jerseys for sure. I like them a lot more. They're a lot plainer. You know, just a nice touch of a little snow on the logo. I like them a lot this year.
Yeah, I mean, I was a pretty big fan of last year just because it's different. You know, you had the Home Alone pattern, whatever that may be. I still like these jerseys a lot, and if you guys like them too, we're going to help you out getting your hands on some. So go ahead and visit 32auctions.com/Rebel Hockey, or if you have your mobile device handy, scan the QR code on your screen. It'll take you right to the auction link. The silent auction runs from today. It's live right now, and it goes all the way up until Sunday at 3 p.m. So make sure to get your bids in and get your hands on one of these jerseys. But that's enough from us outside. We're going to send things inside to the full-time media manager and now part-time ringside reporter, Megan Roma.
I'm here with forward Heath Bench. Heater, you scored a hat trick last weekend against SDSU. How do you plan to bring that momentum into this weekend's games?
Just try to translate everything we did last weekend to this weekend, keep the confidence up, keep shooting, and hopefully they go in.
All right, and this is the last home weekend of 2025 before you guys head into a long but well-deserved winter break. So what do you guys plan to do tonight to carry that into the second half of the season?
Everything we did last weekend, really, like keep it simple, get pucks deep, work hard, get pucks to the net, finish.
Awesome, and we're wearing holiday jerseys tonight.
Yep.
Can you talk about it? How do you feel about these jerseys?
I don't think they look pretty good, so that's it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Kyle, back to you.
Thank you, Megan. Now, Oregon is coming into this building as underdogs. You know, UNLV is undefeated throughout the 7 matchups that they've played. UNLV 7-0-0. So Oregon, we talked to the head coach before the game, and he said if they were to get this win, it would be one of the biggest wins in Oregon history. And if they want to do that, they're going to have to maintain composure as well as get UNLV out of the crease and manage the speed of UNLV. But with all that being said, we'll send things over to Dom and AJ with the call.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you to our media manager, Megan Roma, stepping up. And thank you all for coming back to watch some ACHA hockey With us, as always, on the call is myself, Dominic Dubois, joined by AJ Reed. And AJ, it's good to be back. We got the holiday jerseys. We have a holiday color matchup here tonight. The green and the red, Oregon and UNLV. The Skating Rebels, as we said in the open, coming off of a big win over San Diego State in Cali last week. Plenty of goal scoring up and down, plus 20 goal differential, back-to-back shutouts. Pretty unreal, and a good weekend for Heath Bench as well.
Yeah, they were California dreaming, if you will. Heath Bench had the 4 goals to open up the first game of the series. Just kind of an insane run of goals for them, opening up that first and second period. But I like the color matchup tonight. I like the Christmas colors. We got the Christmas sweaters. Feels like it's been a while since we've been in this building, Dom.
It has been. I mean, it's been a really strange time away since our last series against the University of Arizona. A lot of things have happened. UNLV picking up some big wins, some losses mixed in there, but they're finishing out the 2025 calendar year at home, and they're going to be welcoming this holiday break for sure. There's been a lot of hockey packed in the first half of the season for UNLV.
Yeah, a lot of hockey welcoming the break, and they got a big matchup ahead in their first matchup after the break against one of the top 10 teams in the country, Niagara. That'll be here in City National. We're looking forward to that series as well.
That's going to be a very fun series. I can't wait for the second half of the year. At the very end of the season, I should say, excuse me. I mean, you got the Boise State University ACHA D2 program coming to town, and that's going to be interesting. All signs pointing to UNLV picking up the win, and they could avenge their losses in the football world against Boise State. The Broncos basically owning UNLV in the last 3 years in the Mountain West Football Conference, 5-0, including 3 games in the Mountain West Championship in a row. Boise State is leaving the Mountain West now, so we're going to see what Spencer Danielson can do with the Broncos as they go and revive the Pac-12.
Yeah, a little bit of a Frankenstein's Pac-12, if you will. A little bit of a
it's going to be lit, though.
Piece together sort of conference. I wouldn't consider it a power conference by any means. It'll be still the G6 Power 4 kind of
hybrid
dynamic we got
thing
here. But
yeah. And I mean, speaking of piecing things together, a bit of Frankenstein. This is no disrespect to Oregon, but their roster this weekend, we talked about it before the broadcast started. It's pretty depleted as of right now.
Yeah, that's putting it nicely. We've got 17 players on their roster today, 14 skaters, so 3 goalies, 14 skaters. Not a lot of depth for the Ducks today compared to UNLV, who's got all kind of depth for their roster. It's going to be tough for them to just keep up. Travel day today, keeping up with UNLV speed. They're going to have to get dirty. They're going to have to muck it up a little bit, get some sloppy goals if they're going to want to compete in this one tonight. But
going to have to be real grit grinders tonight if they want to get it done. I mean, how Oregon got to this stage, spoke with head coach Jack Hyman before the game. 3 injuries coming in the last couple of weeks. In Chicago, 2 got hurt, 1 got hurt against Waldorf. Hunter Voiles got suspended in the Waldorf series, so he'll be playing tomorrow. He's a big piece for this Oregon Ducks team. And on top of that, there are 27 players when this roster is full. 6 players, all seniors, left for different reasons. One of their players, this might be the most interesting story that I've uncovered or I've been told, I guess, in my entire ACHA play-by-play career. Micah Glass. We remember Micah Glass very well.
Him. Yep.
Good player for Oregon. And according to Coach Hyman, a freakish athlete, freak of nature athlete, because he was on the Team USA Ultimate Frisbee team. And he played Ultimate Frisbee for Oregon, and he left the Oregon Ducks ACHA team to focus on continuing to be nationally ranked in the Ultimate Frisbee world. So an unfortunate loss, but I mean,
I can't say I blame him, really. I mean, if you're that good at Ultimate Frisbee that you're on the national team, that's a fun sport to play, too.
Exactly.
From my experience dabbling in a little bit of Frisbee here and there, it's a pretty fast-paced game, and it's a lot of skill and a lot of speed required. So, I mean, if he's on the national team, all kudos to him and props to him to continue on that.
And imagine the motion you have. I mean, like, I'm nationally ranked in Ultimate Frisbee. That's unreal.
Unreal.
Absolutely unreal.
And story just coming. I've never heard like what a bizarre.
I haven't
before the
heard
game,
of it either.
like,
I was speaking with the coach, and he gave me that story, and my eyes turned big as saucers. I was like, are you kidding me? I've never heard of anything like that, but it's awesome. So once again, good for Micah Glass. We wish him the best in his ultimate Frisbee endeavors as he continues to pursue that. But once again, this Oregon roster a little depleted, but Coach Hyman believes that they're going the right direction. I mean, they're above 500. They had some pretty good momentum. They're looking to carry that momentum into the second half of the season and hit double-digit wins for the first time in program history, and also help college hockey grow on the West Coast. UNLV is trying to do that. Oregon's trying to do that. SDSU has come up recently. GCU, all these programs on the West Coast, especially with, we mentioned before, the new CHL rules and how guys can just come to America and play college hockey. The ACHA very well could be legit coming pretty soon.
Yeah, and, you know, whenever you have one of these teams that's trying to build, it's a newer program trying to build up in ACHA Division I, you want to point toward the GCU, the Ice Slopes, as one of the teams that, you know, a couple of years ago they were coming in this building and UNLV was beating them 14-0. And now this season, it was a really competitive game. They're a top 25 program. They've kind of got things going there, so Oregon could very well do the same.
And it's just something that's awesome to see being from the West Coast and just seeing how hockey has grown, not only in Las Vegas, but also just being in Arizona and California and Idaho with Boise State and Utah and everything like that.
In Washington, they've got a pro team
Even
now.
the
Seattle.
team up north, Nevada, the University of Nevada, Reno, they have their own ACHA team now, which that's one thing. If I can make it clear here, I think Boise State is kind of out of place. I think UNLV should have played Nevada if they're going to play an ACHA, like lower ACHA opponent. I believe Nevada is D2 ACHA.
Beat up on little brother a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just cool. And Nevada has really cool uniforms, too. They have the silver chrome helmets, and I love it. So they could take the rivalry from the Fremont Cannon. They could take the Silver State Series from the UNLV and UNR athletic departments and bring it into the club hockey world. And they can play down here in Vegas. I mean, who knows? Like, why not? So the UNLV Skating Rebels starters being announced. You're going to see them and kind of spoil UNLV side of things. We're going to tell you them again in case you forget whenever we come back. But we're coming up on the opening ceremonies here, and we're going to continue talking about these two teams. And we've mentioned in the open as well. Oregon has not won a single game here, but as we've said how they've grown, we've seen them come up. My first year being a beat reporter, 2022, the final weekend of the year, they came down to Vegas, rather, as an ACHA D2 little brother opponent. And then they got the call up to D1, and they've continued to grow and grow and grow. And they're continuing to strive for greatness. Their uniforms are unreal. All the goaltenders on this team have really good pad setups. I don't know if you noticed that yet.
I have not.
But it's a very, very fun team to watch. I'm not so much a fan of their yellow uniforms. Their black uniforms are really nice. Obviously, the green uniforms are awesome, but so are the white uniforms.
I love the green. I love the little duck on the front. So the little duck guy they got for their
The
branding.
duck guy.
Yeah, and you know it's not something you do overnight. You don't build a hockey.
Brick by brick.
Rome wasn't built in a day, right?
Exactly.
Hockey program's not built in a day. You gotta
Exactly.
do it 1 year at a time. Get things going. Bring some of the momentum from last season. Carry it over to the next season. You know, and eventually, they've got the Oregon swag. They've got all of that going for them. They can build a hockey program here, I believe.
Most definitely, especially as it grows in the Pacific Northwest, like you touched on. We're going to be quiet for a brief moment, allow for the opening ceremonies to get started, and we're going to come right at you. UNLV and Oregon just ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask all those who are able event caller. Here to sing the Star Spangled Banner, please give a warm welcome to Sophie Ho.
Now with the national anthem and the ceremonial puck drop out of the way, as promised, let's deliver on the starting lineups for both teams. Starting up first with the UNLV Skating Rebels. The forwards, Dylan Jensen, Mason Kelly, and Hayden Siegel. The defensemen, Dylan Kuntz and Joey Carollo, an angel number there, 22 and 2. And in between the pipes, number 1, numero uno, Doug Wakeland. Now for Oregon and the Ducks. Jackson Ebbett is on the forward line with Noah Easterson and Dylan Chapman. The blue line pair, Austin Kluxdahl and Colin Gabriel. And in between the pipes for the Ducks, Thomas Carfarelli, excuse me. Bit of a rust there being shaken off, but nonetheless, we're going to get settled in here at City National Arena. Oregon and UNLV getting ready to do battle on a Saturday night to kick off the weekend. And AJ, we were talking before the broadcast as well. It kind of feels a little strange.
A little strange, but we're going to play some hockey all the same. It won't feel nearly as strange as it will tomorrow afternoon. That puck drop being at 2 p.m.
That's going to be really weird. Looking out the window, and it's going to be daytime. It's going to be...
We'll feel just wrong.
Extremely strange. But nonetheless, it's hockey.
Let's play some hockey.
Can't hate it. Let's do that hockey. That's what Chance the Rapper said a while ago. Let's do that hockey. And we're underway at City National Arena for the second to last time in the 2025 calendar year, and we already have an ice.
Why not?
Why not let it fly? Crisp move, if anyone watched NBA 2K YouTube back in the day. One of my favorite.
You know, you might be the
YouTubers.
First person to make a Chris Move reference in an
hockey
ACHA
broadcast.
hockey broadcast.
Maybe a hockey broadcast, period, to be completely honest. Good YouTuber, though. Very good YouTuber.
Always made it dramatic.
Why not let it fly? Splash. No shot clock cheese in hockey, though. There's no shot clock. So UNLV in their own end. That's Dylan Kuntz on the near side boards. Tries to float it in, but it gets played back up ice by Gabriel. Now Kelly cuts to the inside, plays it on the left wing. Jensen, rink wide in. The skates put on net. Save made. Good try from Mason Kelly there, driving the net. Getting a stick on that loose puck and getting a shot on net.
Well, we're already seeing the speed from UNLV at play there with that that rush down the left side of the ice. Good save by Coffarelli to keep this one 0-0.
So faceoff's going to be out to the right of Coffarelli. Jackson Wyatt on the taper, strong to the slot. Mensch gets poked off of his stick by Anselmo. UNLV on the right wing boards, looking to start it out. Softly to the center for Band, who plays it for Wyatt, joining the rush. Cuts on in, tries to put one on, puts it through the blue paint. That was Jackson Wyatt, the defenseman. That's Bobby Anselmo playing that one deep into the zone. He loses possession. That's Caleb Strong behind the net. Just over a minute gone in this opening frame between UNLV and Oregon. The Skating Rebels getting changed up and looking to get a controlled breakout started. And they get it going on the right wing. Played back into the zone. They rotate sides. It's DiMaggio shoots one and misses the net high and wide. And that hops over the stick of Gordon. And it's a foot raise. Here come the Ducks. Shot from a sharp angle. Save made. They score. Oregon strikes first on a Saturday night. And they're hyped up, falling all over each other. And they're all tangled up. And leading that handshake line is Noah Easterson. So the Ducks strike first. And here's a replay. Arthur Corbin gets the puck from the left dot, feeds it on, and it's just leaks through Doug Wakeland. And there you see the very excited bunch of Ducks there as they strike first. Once again, Noah Easterson leading the handshake line for Oregon. UNLV facing a deficit. That's Asher White's blocked away. Loose puck in the slot, and it hops over the stick of Bryce Johnson. And that gets gloved towards the UNLV zone. It's blown dead for a hand pass. So that doesn't happen very often. A first goal scored by the opponent here in City National Arena, AJ.
Sort of a broken breakout, too, that they were able to capitalize. Arthur Corbin got to the puck first, able to get the feed on to Easterson, and that's sort of what they need to do to have a chance in this one.
Walks in front. Johnson can't turn that one on. Great defensive effort from Jackson Ebbett. And that rush by Estabrook is stood up by Ulanov, excuse me. Now UNLV getting changed up. Dylan Kuntz will survey the ice from behind Doug Wakeland. He leaves that. It's Mason Kelly up the left wing. Centering try, poked away, and that gets swept out of the zone and settled down and neutralized by Jackson Wyatt. Niagara return pass to Wyatt. Softly on the backhand for Siegel on the right wing. He cuts outside. Backhand try into the chest. Caffarelli for a whistle.
So it's going to be hard for Oregon to keep up with the UNLV speed. We mentioned that a few times in the pregame. But when you get chances like that in that breakaway, you have to take advantage of it, and that's exactly what Oregon's done to get the advantage 1-0 so far.
So Oregon would obviously like to build on this lead they have. UNLV looking for the equalizer as that shot by Nagras tipped just wide and played along little glass and out of the zone. Pretty nice.
We'll do it again.
We will do it again. They'll come back 200 feet. I believe it'll be coming out to the left wing face-off dot, and it will. Face off one clean by Band. At the point is Wyatt. Now to Nagru, sweeps one, wide of the net, loose puck off the end boards is corralled by Brown, and he gets pickpocketed by Band. Now Mensch from the corner. Now from the half wall, that puck rolls off of his stick, and it gets taken away by Anselmo, who just dumps it in. Puck gets sent in by Carollo, the captain. Caffarelli plays it around, stopped up by Band. Now on the right wing boards, it's Easterson. Now just over 6 minutes gone. Oregon getting changed up. Puck goes off of Ryder McIntosh's blade and gets sent back up ice. Now, not a lot of action going between these two teams, and that puck goes careening off the kick plate. UNLV recovers. And just out of the reach of McIntosh, he gets there in the corner. McIntosh now spinning away from pressure, gets pickpocketed by Gabriel. Now UNLV is going to have to try and wind up another rush. Oregon not making it easy through neutral ice or even at their own blue line, AJ, for a clean zone entry.
Not at all, and that's sort of what this UNLV is trying to accomplish, to break through. Seems like why the play has been a little bit slow.
Caffarelli plays that when it gets sent over to the open ice for Kuntz from the point. Feeds one towards the net, deflected wide. It looks like it hit the stick of Gabriel. Masick, Whites, DDD for Kuntz. Shooting one into the trapper of Caffarelli, and he'll hold for a whistle. UNLV kind of adapting to the way Oregon's playing in the D zone. There's a lot of perimeter, quick movements. I mean, that was a good look from Dylan Kuntz. Not a lot of traffic in front, but he got a clean shot on goal. Unfortunately, right into the trapper. Caffarelli, Johnson with a shot. Another try, loose puck out in front, and Caffarelli has it in his glove.
It's making him work for it today.
And this UNLV team is more than fine with putting in that kind of work to score. And this is a really big forward line, AJ. Bryce Johnson, Brady Estabrook, Luke Backel. As that gets played off the glass and kept in the zone, Backel finds it, sidesteps his man, centering try, poked away, loose puck out front, Wyatt shoots, misses the net wide, and UNLV can't settle it down. And Easterson skies that one into the zone. They get settled down by the Rebels. That's Arthur Corbin, and aggressive on the forecheck. Oregon's going to get a set of fresh legs on there. Jackson Ebbett, and that gets tipped in by Backel. He gives chase down low. Backel now touches it on and steers it up top, settled down at the point by Carollo. Flipped softly, and it gets soccered along the wall by Carson Strike. Carollo gets tripped up. No arm raised on the official. We'll play on. Now here comes Jensen. He gains his own. Jensen looking, shoots, blocked in front by Kluxdal. Now Carollo feeds one towards the net. He misses it wide. There's Dylan Gordon on it. Can't sidestep Kluxdal. Loose puck in the corner. Found by Kelly. Kelly goes down low with it. Now Jensen finds it and plays it to the open ice. Jensen now in the half wall up to Carollo. Carollo feeds one towards the net, tipped way up into the netting for a whistle. It was Bobby Anselmo who broke that shot up.
Well, it felt like UNLV was a little bit timid to start this game, starting to find their groove back offensively with these last couple of possessions, but Oregon still making them work for everything in the offensive zone.
Skating Rebels working hard to find a clear shot, shooting lane, excuse me. Or even generate traffic. So you get a rebound. Here's Mensch to the face-off dot, excuse me. That play caught me off guard a little bit there. Asher Whites was nearly on the doorstep, putting that one on. That was a good scoring chance for the Rebels. We're going to reset here at the right wing dot. We're back underway. UNLV winning the draw and coming away with possession. There's Whites with it. Shoots one into the chest. Caffarelli. So once again, from the right dot, UNLV wins the draw. It's dropped off for Whites by Strong. Whites now below the goal line. Wraparound try, loose puck out in front. Fed on, pad save by Caffarelli. Now here's Whites looking from the high slot. Asher Whites to the hash mark. Strong sends it up for Kuntz. Kuntz shoots one off the end boards. Loose puck bouncing in the slot. Settled down by Easterson. Not quite. And now Strong finds it and plays it softly for Kuntz at the point. Dylan Kuntz. Centering try. Tipped on net by Oliver Band. And Caffarelli finds it and sips it up with his glove after the whistle.
Well, Caffarelli is making a lot of impressive saves to start this game, keeping this Oregon lead 1-0 so far, almost halfway through the first period.
They're back underway. Puck settled down by Rand. Played down low, Masick. Drops it off for Nagra, the defenseman, showing off the hands. Nagra from below the goal line, looking. On the tape. It's McIntosh. Back up top, there's Wyatt. Back down low, McIntosh pirouetting, loose puck, everyone whacking at it. And once again, it ends up under the trapper of Caffarelli. So Thomas Caffarelli making some key saves, as you just mentioned, AJ. On the year, he's 3-1 in regulation, 941 save percentage, 205 goals against average. Holding up to that stat line so far. Tristan Rand by himself, swings it up top for Nagra. Nagra is looking off the shin pad of Chapman. Nagra on the tape, McIntosh. McIntosh down low. Going for a lap, he finds his way to the slot, shoots one, blocked away by Carson Strike, and he sweeps that one up ice, but kept by Jackson White in the zone. McIntosh, Masick looking, up top, Rand shoots one into the chest of Caffarelli, and another save for the Oregon netminder.
Well, UNLV is getting a lot of zone pressure possession time here. An unbelievable amount, really. Oregon cannot clear the puck at all and get an offensive possession themselves, but Caffarelli making a lot of big saves to negate this almost. I mean, been all over the place, freezing the puck, making the saves, and forcing UNLV to work harder to try and get their goal back.
Now here they come again. Carollo floats one on into the chest of Caffarelli again. Bryce Johnson, Toby Kerr dig in. Face off won by Johnson and Estabrook. Can't play that to the point. Johnson sends that one in off the glass. Backel on the opposite corner gets bumped. Estabrook tried to send her to the slot. It goes off the skate of Gabriel. Now here come the Ducks, starting it out. And DiMaggio muscles Jackson Ebbett off the puck. Backel looking, and just behind Estabrook, and DiMaggio misses that one just wide. That puck goes out of play. It's a great chance there until it wasn't for the Skating Rebels.
Just a hair behind.
Just a hair behind Brady Estabrook. Close but no cigar. The ice crew taking the ice. We're going to step away for a quick break, and we'll be right back after this message.
Vince Sapienza here with Fox 5 and the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network. Make sure you check out my show, Hockey in the Desert Weekly, the only show that highlights your 2025 ACHA National Champion Skating Rebels. From weekly highlights to features on players and staff, I sit down with a member of the Scarlet and Gray each and every week, so make sure you tune in to Hockey in the Desert Weekly every Wednesday at midnight right here on Fox 5 and throughout the week on the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network.
Vince Sapienza of Fox 5 Las Vegas and Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network promoting Hockey in the Desert Weekly, a show airing on television here in Las Vegas, covering the UNLV Skating Rebels. It also goes on YouTube weekly.
We appreciate the coverage.
We do very much. I believe Mr. Sapienza has had every single specialty jersey. He's a big supporter.
Wow. That's impressive.
His kids play hockey, so it's a big hockey runs deep in the Sapienza family. Back underway here at City National Arena, under 9:55 to go. Kuntz with a drive, stick save, loose out in front, everyone knifing at it, and no cigar. Here's Kuntz from the high slot, shooting one, blocked in front. What an effort by the Ducks, and it gets cleared out of the zone. The Oregon bench is fired up, banging on the boards and kicking the boards as well, letting their netminder know, hey, we love what you're doing, as that dumping attempt goes into the bench.
Well, they better love what he's doing. He's seen 15 shots in this first period so far and not allowed a single goal. But UNLV could do a better job, making him work for the saves. Feels like a lot is going.
I mean, a lot of the
center,
shots are going into the crest, the white on that Duck logo in the middle of the jersey may very well get a rubber tan and turn gray by the end of this night. So from the corner, play to the slot, glove down by Jensen, shoots one, stick save, Caffarelli. Jensen plays it along the wall. There's Siegel now. Siegel looking from the half wall, and that gets broken up by the good stick of Dylan Chapman at the point. Now Jensen on the backhand to Siegel. Siegel off the kick plate for White. Asher Whites. Jackson White with a drive. Into the torso of Caffarelli again. A hold for a whistle.
They must have it out for the Duck.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even harping on UNLV for shooting a lot into Caffarelli's chest. Caffarelli's
been good
for what it's worth positionally, AJ.
Good positionally, yep.
He's seeing the passes through. He's seeing the play develop. He's able to get post to post, move side to side, and he's very poised and controlled right now in this game. And now here come the Ducks. That's Easterson wrestling Jackson Wyatt deep into the zone. And a shot from the slot misses the net wide. That was Toby Kerr with a great chance from prime real estate. That gets played off the glass to center. That gets sent in. Now UNLV winding up a rush as we approach the final 8 minutes of the first period. Offsides is the call. 8:01 to go.
Well, it was the first Oregon offensive zone possession in a while, and they were able to get a good look in the slot there, just missed the net.
And that would have been a backbreaker if Oregon was able to score an insurance marker in the first period.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like UNLV can't make a comeback or anything along the sorts, but I mean, 2-0 on the road, you got to be feeling good. There's not much going for UNLV. DiMaggio dances his way through, moving in behind the net, centering try, won't get there. Good display of hands from Mario DiMaggio, the defenseman. And everyone looking for that loose puck. It finally gets centered to the slot, or the doorstep rather, for McIntosh. Doesn't get a good look at that one. McIntosh tries to spin it to the slot. Loose puck out in front. Everyone reaching for it, just at a Massic's reach. And it gets sent out of the zone. Here's Gordon now trying to wind up a rush. McIntosh has that poked off of his stick. Now Gordon to the slot. One-time drive. They score! Charlie Massic ties the game up for UNLV with just over 7 to go.
Well, let's take a look at this one. I lost this puck on the way to the net.
It might have very well been a knuckle puck going in, AJ, just the way it didn't look like Caffarelli saw it come in. So here's a replay, and it was a knuckle puck. It was weird. And Massick selling hard into the corner. So UNLV not in the game up. It only took 18 shots, AJ, to break through.
Well, that was impressive placement by
I don't know if he intended to put it there, though. It might have very well gotten tipped on its way in. And maybe it went like kind of an NFL kickoff, end over end, fluttering. Put some backspin on it.
Backspin, it hit the top of the net, though, which is the most impressive part.
Exactly. Another centering try by Estabrook to Backle, just out of his reach. Now here's Estabrook, leaves it for Backle. Now Johnson shoots and tips away into the netting.
Well, the puck, it bounces a little funky because of the saucer shape and not being
could
completely
be the
round.
ice a little bit. It's definitely not the temperature of the puck itself. The UNLV keeps these pucks in a freezer, and they keep their spare pucks in a bucket of ice so it stays firm, so it doesn't have unpredictable bounces or anything like that. Now Jensen to Wyatt. Wyatt plays it off the wall down low. Siegel finds it around the kick plate for the D-man Wyatt. D-to-D Nagra just goes off of his stick and out of the zone and almost into the Oregon bench as Easterson chips it in. Now Kelly gains his own. Nagra to Wyatt with a drive, high and wide. Jackson Wyatt was swinging for the fences there, wanted to go 500 dead center. Said went foul. Now here comes UNLV over the red line. That's Siegel. Dances through traffic on the left wing, shoots one, it gets blocked in front by Colin Gabriel. DiMaggio dancing through traffic, sidestepping Jensen. No offsides there. Oregon wanted one. Now DiMaggio up top, shoots one, misses the net, bounces off the end boards, and it gets settled down by Corbin. And he gets sent to the ice by DiMaggio. Now under 5 minutes to go. Some fresh legs coming on for both teams. There's Gabriel on the tape in the middle of the ice for Ebbett. He gets canceled out. Now Ban under pressure from Easterson. Ban down low with it. Supported by Estabrook. Or Mensch, excuse me. Mensch now with it. Toe drag, moving on in. Mensch centering try, no one home. Ban gives chase, but it goes out of the zone, so UNLV will have to tag up. Now here's Caleb Strong. For White's up top. Kuntz, D-to-D. Return pass White. Sent softly in deep by White. Mensch was there on the forecheck. Ulanov misplays that puck and it gets directed back deep. Evitt gets that knocked off of his stick. Here's McIntosh. Good poke check there from Cluxdall. Now Rand. Dances through. Rand finds it. Shot in tight and a big time save by Caffarelli. Tristan Rand wiggling his way through the Oregon defense. Getting a pretty solid scoring opportunity in tight.
A big time chance and a bigger time save for Oregon there to keep that one knotted up, keep the game knotted up 1-1.
That takes an odd bounce off of a stanchion. It gets directed on net for Wakeland, who holds for a whistle. Of Dylan Chapman giving chase for that loose puck.
Don't feel like we've had many Oregon offensive zone face-offs. I think just
Not
the icing.
too many. There have been a handful, but I mean, UNLV really has controlled the pace of play, I guess. If you want to say that, I mean, shots are 21-4 if you really want to use that as the end-all, be-all measurement of if UNLV's been controlling the game. But Oregon really hasn't made it easy. I guess they're winning the possession game. Lots of small plays to keep it out of their end. Mason Kelly sends strike to the ice. Kelly now to Wyatt, feeds one to the net, goes off of the skate of Siegel, and Siegel mixing it up with Brown. Shot off the stick of Siegel. He tried to put it on and went off the side of the cage. Now here's Nagra with it. Nagra shoots one, pad save, loose puck. Picked up by Strike. Strike plays it down ice. So some tempers starting to flare up here as this game wears on. That's on the tape. Johnson off the stick, and it gets directed up into the netting, and that would suck. Our photographer, RJ Forbes, trying to knock it loose. You guys can't see it, but he's working on it. He's trying to get it loose. He's got some Oregon fans next to him, too, so we're going to see if he can get it out. But he's talking to some youth hockey players.
Group effort, guys. Group effort, guys.
They're working on it. They're trying to get it free. We're back underway as Backel takes a spill along the half wall and it gets cleared out, and everyone's still working at it. They're tugging on the net as there's an icing. There's a bunch of kids over there, AJ. They really want a game puck.
Like a foul ball.
Except it's stuck.
Oh.
It's like the world's hardest game of like Plinko. You know, there's a crowd over there in the corner. Everyone's trying to get that. We're going to continue to play on. We'll see if they get that out. Under 2 minutes to go. As Arthur Corbin, his shot doesn't make it through. Oh. And the puck is going to float 200 feet for an icing.
They have freed
the puck. Who got it?
I think it went behind them. One of the kids, they're working on it behind them now.
Are they trying to solve this diplomatically?
I don't think so.
I mean, I was a kid once, and I used to fight over warm-up pucks. Not like fight people, but I would
get physical,
get
dirty.
I used to be taller than everyone, so I'd like box out, you know? Box out, reach the arm up, taller than everyone, so head top the little kids around me to get a warm-up puck. Looking back, it was pretty silly because they were like blank pucks, and it didn't really matter, but when you're a kid, that's the most awesome thing ever. Here's Bryce Johnson, and that play goes awry a little bit for UNLV, and that gets sent cross corner by the Ducks.
We've got a lost stick.
I believe it's Luke Backles. And I saw him go to the bench with no lumber. 1 minute to play in the first period. Noah Easterson and Charlie Masick, the goal scorers. Oregon struck first. Now Mensch off the pad. Played towards the slot and swept to the half wall. Mensch gets body position, gets bumped hard by Kerr. Now Strong looking. Pass gets broken up. Now Mensch. And that gets broken up again. And now here comes the Ducks. That slap shot from Anselmo doesn't make it through. 10 seconds to go, and maybe one more rush for the Skating Rebels. 5 to go. And a foot race to end the period. 1-1 is your score through 20. And let's take a look on how we got there. Charlie Masick with a bit of a knuckleball one-timer to tie the game up at 1 between UNLV and Oregon. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, an intermission interview and more hockey around the bend.
second period of hockey just moments away here in City National Arena, but it's a 1-1 game going into that second period. Oregon finding a way to get a goal early, UNLV tying it up, but they're going to have to find a way to break through the Oregon goalie, Thomas Coffarelli, who's been lights out making saves so far. For now, we're going to send it over to Kyle Sparrow. Kyle?
Well, I'm here with Ford, the goal scorer, Charlie Masick. Charlie, take me through that goal. Kind of a knuckle puck that went in.
Yeah, it was. We ended up keeping it in at the line, and I think Ryder made a good play to Gordon, and he found me. It was a little bit rolling, and I just tried to whack it and ended up going in the net. So.
And then it seems like you guys are having a tough time getting through the neutral zone. What adjustments can you make going into the second period?
Yeah, they're really they're trapping us in the neutral zone. I know we're coming up with a lot of speed, so they're just sitting back and waiting for us. So, I think. In transition, going up the ice quicker and maybe not taking it back so much, just keeping them on their heels when they're going for changes and stuff. We just got to get more odd man rushes on them.
Thank you. Send it back up to Dom and AJ in the booth.
Thank you, Kyle, and thank you all for sticking around, as well as thank you, AJ. You got back to the broadcast booth.
You're welcome.
Doing a hit. We're a little short-handed this weekend. Bo Kennedy and Zoe Salas are on vacation. We hope they're doing well if they're tuning in. If they tune in after the fact and you're just hearing this, hope y'all are good. Some stats through 20 minutes. 1-1 is your score. 25-4 is the shots on goal. 25-4. No penalties here through 20, but 25-4, AJ.
25-4, and it's 1-1.
Unreal.
That's the most I expected 25 shots from UNLV. That doesn't surprise me. It's the fact that it's 1-1, and Oregon was able to capitalize on their chance. This is a tie game, and they get a few lucky bounces, a few opportunities, then they're going to be back in the lead here in an improbable situation with all of the lack of depth, and they not able to keep up speed-wise with UNLV. The possession time's been all over the place in favor of UNLV.
So we'll see.
Despite all that, it's a 1-1 game.
What happens? Yeah, the netminder Caffarelli down for a moment there. Hayden Siegel shoved his teammate into him, and he had a little bit of a stumble. As teams have flip sides, we're in the long change period in the second frame. UNLV with the flannel stripes on the, do you call that blue? Gray?
Blue. I call it blue.
Bluish gray, snowy, flurry colored jerseys. The snow-capped Rebel or UNLV word mark against Oregon in all green and gold accents, or yellow accents rather. Hayden Siegel suckers that one through, and here comes Siegel. One-on-one, excuse me, misplayed the puck. Siegel was chased down by Carson Strike. There's Wakeland out to play that one to Jensen. Jensen down low. Setting try doesn't make it towards the slot. Now Wyatt at the point. Shoots one, deflected in front, knocked down, and sent out of the zone off the glass 200 feet. Icing's waved off.
Well, a little bit like the first period, UNLV feels like they're a little bit timid to start this period. A little bit slow.
UNLV trying to settle in, throwing some jabs. That shot from the point is held for a whistle with over 2 minutes gone. So Thomas Caffarelli seeing a lot of action.
Putting it lightly. 26 shots. He saved 25 of them. He's been really good positionally so far this game, putting himself in a position to make a lot of saves. just the one knuckler going by him so far.
I mean, you mentioned the knuckler, AJ. Neither goal, really, this game has been spectacular.
Flashy.
Or clean, yeah, to really say the least. I mean, the Charlie Masick one-timer was a bit of a floating shot, and can't even describe still how Oregon scored the opener, and they score again. Mario DiMaggio from the point. UNLV takes their first lead of the weekend.
Well, they caught us off guard for sure.
And we're going to get this replay queued up for you. And here's a replay. DiMaggio pirouettes and just fires it, seeing eye puck.
Short side.
Up high. He screams right at the bench. Good for DiMaggio. Second goal of the season for the freshman. And it's the biggin as it gives UNLV the lead.
Incredible placement on that shot. Short side, top right corner. Not an easy shot to make, but made it nonetheless. Coming off his back foot, it felt like too. He's skating away.
There he is again. He's looking for another one. Now UNLV with it. Oregon comes the other way. That's a stick save by Wakeland. Now a shot from Kuntz goes off the high glass in behind the net, and that puck floats out of the zone past Estabrook. Plays it off the kick plate onto the backhand of Johnson. Now Kuntz from Whites. Now Kelly with speed. Cuts to the center to Whites, and he sends it in. A shot from in tight, they score! Hey, Mason Kelly from a sharp angle. UNLV leads 3-1, and Kelly with a bit of a struggle going back to the bench. And it's really hard to describe this. This is from the rock star zone, almost. And that's like about 5 shrugs probably with Kelly. Very nonchalant, very chill. He just digs in and wins the ensuing faceoff. So UNLV back-to-back goals in a short frame of time. And the Rebs now lead 3-1.
Well, since we started talking about how there hasn't been any clean, flashy goals, we've seen 2.
Yeah, Mason Kelly's might be the best of the night from the Rockstar Zone. Do you happen to know what the Rockstar Zone is?
I am not aware.
We'll have to make you aware. Jackson White with a drive, tipped on net, and save made. Caffarelli hold for a whistle. Face-off coming out to the left of Caffarelli. Got a bit of a delay.
It's been common lately. Usually it's our scoreboard.
I was just going to bring that up. The video board hasn't broken yet today. So we're still delayed.
Huh.
Found an object on the ice. It's like
I don't know what this could be.
Looks like it's from a ball joint, maybe? Literally can't tell you what it could be from. It's a weird sphere. We'll investigate. We'll investigate. And we'll let you know in the intermission. So here's UNLV with another drive. Won't go. And now it gets sent in by Wyatt. Now Carollo pivots. He looks from the blue line, feeds one towards the net, and looks like a kick save. Now Mensch turn and burn. Looked like it went off the side of the net, and we got a cross check, and the net almost tipping over. It's Caleb Strong.
Interesting way for the net to come off its place there.
I mean, it's happened.
I don't doubt it.
It's happened. It's usually kind of funny whenever the net tips over the goalie, like front ways like that. Get put in prison.
I can't imagine it's a pleasant feeling for the goalie.
No. Have the net fall on you. You have to duck out of the way. You look all crazy. Not fun whatsoever. Carollo plays that softly down low. Played up top to the point. Carollo, D-to-D. For Gordon, sent back in. And out of play. 13:36 to go. UNLV one shot away from the 30 shot on goal mark before the halfway point of the game.
I have a feeling it could get to a pretty high number. Like we could see 60 tonight if things keep going the way they're going.
That's over under 59.5.
Probably closer to 55.5. I would go over that.
You're taking the over. Got it. A shot from Estabrook. Save. 13:28, and as I mentioned briefly a second ago, 30 shot mark for UNLV. Bryce Johnson loses an edge and turns the puck over, but Oregon gets chased out of the zone. That was Ulanov. He turns the puck over. Here comes UNLV on the backhand. They score. Brady Estabrook on the breakaway. 4-1 Rebels.
Oh, that's a costly turnover for Oregon right there. Had no one in front of him to stop that play from happening.
Bit of an interesting one for Estabrook, and I mean, as he said, all alone, mano y mano, and I guess that was a fake shot.
That was impressive.
Okay, let's see if we can rewind that really quick and get a really good angle on the shot. So we're gonna cue that up one more time for you. We're back on our way. We'll get to you in a moment. He did do a fake forehand shot and move to the backhand. What a move from Estabrook. Highlight reel worthy goal. 4-1 Rebels now.
Gutsy pulling out the fake forehand shot there.
I thought it would have been similar to the Kucherov, but not really. Now UNLV looking for their fifth. Siegel at the point. Return pass for Kuntz. Fed through traffic, knocked away by a Ducks stick. Now it's Siegel skating with it. That gets sent into the corner. Shot from the point, save made, rebound loose. Gets directed out behind the net, and Coons keeps the play in the zone. White fires one, save made again. And Coons has to keep possession at the point, but can't clear it in. And it gets chipped around Coons, but there's White in his own end in support. Right back into the zone, Siegel shoots into the chest. Caffarelli. So out to the right of Caffarelli. UNLV wins that draw. Strong shoots one and misses in the net high and wide and out of play.
We'll do it again.
We will. Nagra chopping at that puck. And Selmo sends it in. Now Wyatt to Strong. Easterson plays to the slot, and Oliver Mann picks it up and takes it near Wakeland and turns it up north. Now centering try from Mensch. It won't get on the tape of Strong. Now Mensch digging at it on the half wall. Oregon trying to clear the zone. It's sent rink wide, and the Ducks finally almost clear it. Mensch from the slot tries to feed it to the left wing side. Doesn't get there. Mensch sidesteps his man. Plays it up top. DiMaggio looking for a second. Blocked in front by Easterson. DiMaggio with it again. Still looking for a second goal. He pirouettes. He moves on in from the dot. Shoots one. Blocks out in front. DiMaggio plays it up to the point. Return pass DiMaggio on the half wall. He takes it down low. He drops it off. No one home. Easterson skies that one way down the length of the ice. There's Dylan Doran to pick it up. Loses an edge in the slot and gets up and plays it to Rand. Rand turns the puck over. Here comes Oregon. Ulanov moving on into the backhand. It won't go. And UNLV, here comes Masick. Masick looking for a second on the right wing. He looks. Feeds one to the slot. No one home. Masick with it again from the low side of the zone. Now to McIntosh. He shoots one, and it gets blocked up high. Now Masick with it. Feeding it to the slot. No one home there. He gets picked up. Up top, White shoots one. Loose puck out in front. Rebound. Everyone jamming at it, and ends up under the trapper of Caffarelli.
Almost a great opportunity there for Oregon. Not able to finish the shot to get one back here. And then UNLV counterattacking on the rush. A lot of opportunities, but nothing going.
UNLV's really settled in here in this game. And AJ, your shot total for the Skating Rebels looks like it might hit pretty soon. I mean, UNLV's already at 41.
Might have been a little low.
Or 42 actually up on the score. Oh, nope, I can't see that. 41. Check that.
Me neither.
It's a motion blur on the camera. Apologies. Here comes Oregon. Chapman centering try just out of the reach of Toby Kerr. Now here's Backel. Shot there, misses wide. Coons from the point, puts one towards the net, and it goes into the netting. 8:49 to go. So still awaiting that media timeout. It should be coming any second now. So UNLV wins the draw. It's Jackson Wyatt. puts one towards the net, goes off the blocker. Now Wyatt with it again. Up north for Kelly. Kelly draws a hooking penalty. UNLV is going to be going to the power play shortly. Wakeland skating to the bench, trying to get the extra attacker. He gets there. The extra attacker's on for UNLV. Here's Siegel, shoots, he scores. Hayden Siegel with the snipe on the delayed penalty. 5-1 Rebels.
I'll put that hand down. UNLV. No power play, no problem.
So there's the extra attacker coming on. And take a hit to make a play in the corner there. Devin Nagra. What an effort getting laid out in the corner. Siegel making it worthwhile. You see Siegel there speaking to him with a ear-to-ear grin. So UNLV scoring 5 straight goals.
They've really opened things up in this second period. Had a lot of opportunities in that first period, only had the 1 goal, the knuckler. And since then, it's been a lot of flash.
It's been on. It's been on
It's
since
been
then.
on.
They've gotten it cracking. He's strong up top. His shot gets blocked. Carollo moving in, shot, loose puck out in front, directs it away from danger, and Oregon working on clearing the zone, and they can't. Now Carollo rolls away from Mensch, and Mensch takes a spill. And icing is the call with 7:23 to go. So UNLV with the ozone draw to the left. Caffarelli makes another save and holds for another whistle. So Caffarelli once again will face an offensive zone draw from UNLV. The puck gets skied out of the zone. No icing. Hand pass.
He's going to call you a liar for a second.
I thought about that for a second, but I saw the back linesman doing the tip signal, and I saw the hand pass signal from the officials. I was going to say, I was like, no way, but. Carollo loses an edge, it gets bowled over by Anselmo. That takes an odd kick off the board, settled down by DiMaggio. DiMaggio cutting through center in a big-time collision with him and Corbin. Played into the zone, stopped up behind the net by Wakeland. Leaves that for DiMaggio. McIntosh directs that for Rand. Rand from the left wing moves in, feeds it towards the slot and couldn't get there. Looked like he was trying to find Masick on the doorstep for his second goal of the night. Now White fans on that pass, keeps his zone. Now Masick shooting one off the pad. Caffarelli. Now Duran fires one, blocked in front, loose puck, directed to the half wall. And Oregon barely clears the zone, and there's a lot of hacking and slashing there, but we get a whistle. Still waiting on this media timeout.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's supposed to come?
Yes. The ice crew's standing at the door by the Credit One sign by the Zamboni door in the far corner. And positive. Now here's Whites with it. For Gordon. Back to Whites. Now Whites has it again. Now Gordon. Tipped to center by Estabrook for Johnson. He overskates the puck and takes a dipsy doodle. Now here come the Ducks. The centering try doesn't get there. And another shot from the slot, tipped wide by Anselmo. It's Kluxdal from the point. He keeps his own. Kluxdal settles it down, moves in. Center try, doesn't get clean off the stick of Anselmo. Now Gordon's going to survey behind his own net. Some changes for UNLV. Now there's Kuntz with it. He pulls up. Rink wide feed. Slap shot try, directed on loose puck, and they score! And that was a bit of a weird one.
Kind of floated around for a little bit, it felt like.
I can't even really tell you who scored. So we're going to see it's Hayden Siegel winds up for the slap shot, and maybe Mason Kelly has his second of the night. He raised his hands the highest. But, I mean, everyone's pointing at Siegel on that play, so. We're back underway. We're going to see who scored that goal, but I believe nonetheless, someone's going to have their second of the night.
Who's your guess, Siegel or Kelly?
Kelly. It's Mason Kelly on the big board. So Kelly credited with his second goal of the night. There's Jackson White looking for some more. Feeds it to the net. Just wide. And that gets skied over the head of Wyatt. And he gets his stick hacked out of his hand.
Wow.
Now here comes Jensen moving in. Feeds it rink wide. Couldn't get it to Band. And now here come the Ducks with speed. That's Anselmo on the right wing. Anselmo to Corbin. Gets stood up by Carollo, who plays it softly for Strong. Here's Anselmo trying to start a rush. Yulanov has to take that one on back. Now DiMaggio. Now here come the Rebels. Mensch from the slot, shoots one. Save made. Caffarelli.
Well, Rebels have a touchdown on the board now. PAT pending.
We'll see.
They've hit the 50 shot mark now with 2:27 left to go.
You can't.
I was
You're not
way
going to be a
off.
book. You're not going to be a book writer anytime soon. It's not happening.
I don't think anyone's surprised by that.
That is not happening anytime soon, man. Sorry to break it to you.
Don't be sorry.
But
I need to be better. I need to be better.
yeah. I mean, even the 60-shot mark is kind of very well. They might eclipse that. That puck goes through the wickets of Whites. Whites gives chase. Now Masick. Ran from the left wing, side steps, moves in, drop pass, centering try, big time save by Caffarelli in tight. Looks like we're not going to get that media timeout, AJ, so for the final 90 seconds and some change, we're going to keep playing. Here comes UNLV. McIntosh shoots and misses it high and hits the glass. Under 90 seconds to go.
Is the media timeout in the room with us?
I don't think so. Icing. There's an icing in the room with us.
Well.
So, a minute and 9 seconds. And Oregon is yet to hit double-digit shots tonight. Just have 9. Here they come with the opportunity to get their 10th shot on goal. A great poke check from Estabrook on the back check. Under a minute to go in the second now. They're going to credit that another shot for Oregon. So they've hit the 10-shot mark with under a minute to go. And here come the Ducks coming back. Out of the reach of Chapman. Corbin gets tipped up, gloved down by Wyatt. Plays it softly for Backel. Backel now with speed, partial 2-on-1. Swings it out for Johnson. He leaves it for Wyatt, who plays to the open ice, and Oregon sends it out of the zone. Now there's Gordon with 20 seconds to go. Estabrook on the left wing. Moving in to the slot. Shot just misses wide from Backel. Under 10 seconds to go in the middle frame. And under 5, the final seconds. Happy lapse in the second period of play. Estabrook fires the puck down the length of the ice. And speaking of Brady Estabrook, we're going to leave you with this goal, the fourth of the game. A little fake shot. Sound, how you doing? 4-1 was a score after that Brady Estabrook goal. Heading into the second break, though. 6-1 in favor of the Rebels. 20 minutes, or hey, maybe more crazier things have happened coming up.
Hi, this is number 18, Shane Dean. I'm with Mason Kelly here. Mason, what was the message going into the locker room in the second period?
I think the message was just kind of get pucks through from the D. First period, we weren't getting blocked. So second period, they're getting through, we're able to get screens in front. So good things happen.
All right. 5 Rebel goals in that period, 2 from you. What was working out there?
Great line mates, honestly. Just kind of get me the puck. That's honestly all I can say about that.
Perfect. All right, now back to you, Kyle Sparrow.
Well, after the second period, the Rebels maybe got a pep talk in the locker room, 6-1 after scoring 5 unanswered goals. There's a couple nice goals coming from Brady Estabrook and Mason Kelly, a sharp angle shot. And UNLV sticking to their game plan. Speed is the name of the game, and speed kills at the end of the day. But if you're Oregon, you're the underdogs. All you got to do is stay true to your strengths. They were doing a really good job in the first period. They just need to keep that up and find their rhythm. With all that, we'll send it back up to the booth to AJ and Dom.
Thank you, Kyle, and thank you to a player, Shane Dean, for conducting the intermission interview with Mason Kelly. Stats through 40 minutes. 50-plus shots on goal for UNLV, 6-1. And Oregon, 10 shots on goal with a goal. Get back to the basics, UNLV, just keep it up and chew clock, if you want to
Chew clock.
say that. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, they've been doing that all game, it feels like. Oregon, I think they've had some solid offensive possessions, to be honest. They've had some decent looks that they haven't been able to convert on. It's an uphill battle for them for sure right now. They've only got the 14 skaters tonight. I think only 13 because one of them is suspended, will be back tomorrow. So 13 skaters.
Even with the way they came out to start this game, it's admirable.
It is.
The grit.
They've played better than the score shows, to be honest.
Exactly. Especially in that opening frame, and then the war of attrition when you don't have as many healthy players and you can't put as many guys out on the ice. It wears on you. It wears on you after a bit.
And they had that chance in that first frame to make this a 2-0 game. If they would have converted that opportunity, who knows? UNLV feeling that pressure down 2-0 right now, not able to get any goals themselves. This could be a different game, but all we have is what we have in front of us, which is a 6-1 game.
In another 20 minutes, maybe more. Oregon
Crazier
scores
things
5
have happened.
goals. Crazier things have happened. There's just a power outage at Nevada during one of their basketball games in overtime. Wolfpack were up by 3 with
we don't need to put that
under
in the
minutes
air.
ago. And they called the game after 50 minutes. And they said, we're pack it up.
See you later.
Power outage. Never seen a power outage here at the rink. Knock on wood, obviously. Never seen anything crazy like that. In all my time working at this rink, even in the past, never seen it.
We're due. Some might say we're due.
I mean, maybe the way the scoreboard's been acting this season, we might be due for one. I mean, one could say that is a crazier thing that's happened is scoreboard acting crazy. So, an icing's waved off. Now here's Band moving in, tipped high by Axel Wyatt. And an icing officially, 18-12 to go.
But we never found out what the mystery object that was on the ice was.
Ball bearing or
joint of some sort.
Whatever that may be.
They tried to say it came off the camera, but I don't think
it did. Can't
it's
say
a pretty
it did.
big piece. It'd be pretty noticeable if it came off the camera, but
I feel like something definitely would have broken. For sure. Gordon with a drive. Everyone thought he scored, but it got blocked in front. So Close but no cigar, if you want to call it close.
It looked pretty close.
That gets sent down the ice for another icing. 17:49 to go. So looking ahead here, UNLV plays Oregon tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Then Niagara comes to town to open up the spring semester January 9th and 10th.
We're looking forward to that series.
Should be a fun one.
Akin to a team like Minot State or
Those games are fun, though.
Jamestown.
Very, very fun games. This is the beginning of a 3-series homestand for UNLV. Obviously, this series, and January 9th and 10th against Niagara, as Asher White puts that on in tight. And we have some guys exchanging some pleasantries in front of the net.
Hey, how you doing?
How do you do? And then after the Niagara series, a week off. Then Colorado State University comes to Vegas the 23rd and the 24th of January. So we got the winter break after tomorrow's game, and then one series, a week off, then another. Pretty good balance, if I do say so myself. I believe the NFL playoffs will be starting. The divisional round should be that off week between Niagara and CSU.
What do you got? Early predictions?
Patriots fan, so we'll see what the Patriots can do. Stephon Diggs and Drake May. Your Chargers are doing well, AJ.
That's what the record says.
Not optimistic. Here's Estabrook, shoots. Save made. Now Johnson tried to find Carollo. Couldn't get there. Wakeland comes out and stops him with a big old goal stick. Now here comes Siegel. Now Kelly puts one on. Save made again. Kelly sweeps it up top. DiMaggio off the stick of Kerr. And DiMaggio keeps it. D-to-D, Carollo, return pass DiMaggio. He looks, shoots one, kicked away. Around the wall and out of the zone. Siegel stops it up. 3 guys on the ice for UNLV have a goal tonight. At least one. There's Dylan Jensen. Drop it off for Siegel. Shoots into the shin pad of Kluxdal. Corbin shoots one off the trapper, and it gets sent up towards the blue line. One-time drive. Kluxdal misses the net. Now Jensen into the chest of Caffarelli.
I like that he's got the logo on his pads.
It's a nice touch. Nice little touch. It was a very, very nice touch. Icing's waved off. Now Oliver Band into the skates of Mensch. Moving on in. Couldn't get it back over to Band. He chops that one into the zone. Now Kuntz skating the line. Puts one towards the net. Doesn't make it on net. Centering try. They score. And right back to business. Caleb Strong. Extra point is good. There's a goal horn.
He's doing his Barry Sanders act like he'd been there before.
Yep.
The extra point is good. UNLV number 7 on the night. Take a look at this replay.
Here's the replay. Great work by Mensch. And a great pass on the tape and strong in the soft area of the ice. Puts it home. Nonchalant. Right back to business. So 1-7 makes it 7-1.
There you go.
Heath Mensch with the assists, as well as Dylan Kuntz. Mensch with it again. Centering try, no one home. And it gets swept out of the zone. For a nice.
For those keeping track, UNLV has now totaled 63 shots.
Yeah,
on goal.
your shot total got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed.
You don't remember me saying 75?
You said 55. You
Are
can't
you sure?
gaslight me, bro. You can't gaslight me. No gaslighting around these parts, man. None of that.
You
Here's
thought about it
Corin.
for a second.
Well, journalists got to be skeptical, even of yourself. So once again, these two teams playing at 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon hockey, right after the early morning slate of NFL games. So what better? Can skip the afternoon slate and get right into some ACHA hockey tomorrow on YouTube.
Nothing going on in the afternoon slate anyways.
Exactly. Except your Chargers playing the Chiefs.
It's all right. I'll have it on.
So under 14 minutes to go. UNLV with a whole bunch of goal scoring. 7 straight goals that pass just out of the reach of Dylan Gordon joining the rush. Here's Masick. Plays that off the backhand to Rand. And Gordon shoots one, blocked in front by Ebbett. Now Rand. Going for a lap. McIntosh shoots off the end board. McIntosh steers it towards Whites, and it gets chopped down and sent out of the zone by Cluxdale. Very nice.
Let's do it all again.
Cluxdale hopped off the ice. Just interesting.
Try and sneak off.
I think it worked. It did work.
Come on, refs.
Jackson White with a drive. Save made. Caffarelli, and that gets sent off the glass. And another ice.
So now he's got to come back on the ice and act like nothing ever happened.
He's not queued up for a change. Everyone's sitting. So 12-11. 65 shots on goal. Man. Now Backel. Estabrook gets cross-checked into the corner. Delayed penalty coming up. And it's touched up. So cross-checking is a call. First power play of the game, believe it or not. So UNLV to the man advantage. Waiting for the penalty to be actually posted on the big board here. That's what the official's waiting for as well. George Serbin. He's sitting for cross-checking. Still working on getting the penalty
Yeah, we've been
posted.
having issues with this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's letting me hear California Love a little bit longer, so I can't hate it.
There we go.
There it is. So now they actually have Colin Gabriel posted, so I believe there might be an additional penalty here. So Colin Gabriel, correction. And George Turbin is in the penalty box as well. So 5-on-4. UNLV snapping it around the zone. Strong from the circle, shoots. Directed aside by traffic. Play it up. Mensch now from the half wall to Backel. Up to Kuntz. Turn pass Backel. A minute to go on the power play. Strong. Left circle. Rink wide. Mensch catches it off the kick plate. Ban. Bottom of the right circle. Up top to Kuntz at the blue line. Strong from the left point. Backel gets high sticked. No call. Now UNLV winding up a rush on the man advantage, 30 seconds to go. Once again, Colin Gabriel for a cross check. Here's DiMaggio, already has 1 goal tonight. Now McIntosh to Wyatt. DiMaggio, right circle, shoots, rebound, they score. And the 2-point conversion is good. Charlie Massick with his second.
Well, UNLV had 0 shots in the power play up until that point. And then
one's all you need.
They get the 1 and then the rebound.
And there you have the replay. DiMaggio fires it, and Massick on the doorstep. Don't mind if I do. Probably maybe like a 2 or 3 foot putt for Massick.
Gimme, if you will.
Indeed, a gimme. So 8-1 is your score. Massick with his second. Now here comes Siegel looking for his second. He shoots, rebound, kicked aside. And now here's Jensen with it again. The Siegel shooting one off the high glass. Now Kelly down low. Into the skates of Gordon, he finds it. Now to Kelly. Lights, pulls up at the half wall. And it gets poked out of the zone by Chapman. UNLV is going to tag up as Oregon gets a pair of fresh skaters on. Now here comes Kelly on the right wing. Under 9 to go in the third. Kelly dipping the shoulder, takes it down low. Kelly to Carollo. Carollo blows the tire going into the corner. He gets back up. Battles Kluckstall. That puck gets free to Griffin Brown. He gets tied up by Johnson. Now here's Estabrook. Estabrook centering try. Doesn't get there. Loose puck out in front. Whacked at. Deflected into the netting for a whistle. And the clock's still running. We're doing run time. We're still running. So it looks like we're doing run time.
Out.
And the scoreboard just went out.
Oh.
Scoreboard just went out. So but now there's an obligatory red. What is going on the scoreboard? There's like 3 blue block. Oh, we're back. All right, still running. So.
Nope.
And it's gone again. Now there's 10 minutes left in the third, apparently, at 8:23. Apparently there's 8:23 to go. 67 shots for UNLV. And DiMaggio shoots one, kick save. Back on, that's a broke shot, and another save made.
Wow.
And wow, what a save there. Thomas Caffarelli flashing the leather.
Put that one on the highlight reel.
Snipping that one out of the air. There's a media timeout. 7:56 to go. UNLV leads 8-1 in the shots department, 69-11. Quick break, and we'll be right back.
The mountains are my favorite place to get away and be together. With Lazy Dog, I wanted to create that same experience for our guests. Whether you're meeting up for happy hour, getting the whole crew together to celebrate, or looking for a delicious dinner at home, we're your local spot. Great ingredients are at the heart of our scratch kitchen, so we look for partners that put the same care into their craft as we do. So stop by and get back to what really matters.
All right, so 7:56 to go once again. 69-11 is the shots in favor of UNLV. 8-1 is the score. And once again, UNLV and Oregon will do battle for the second time in less than 24 hours, as a matter of fact. At 2 p.m., right here, same place. Same venue, same broadcast channel, the UNLV Hockey YouTube.
Mostly the same team.
Mostly the same team. Probably the same team. Hasn't been scheduled if another team will be coming to town. Pleasant surprise, though. Would be cool. Turn into a showcase.
A mystery third team has appeared.
Cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. That would be crazy, too. Here's Wyatt to Band. Wyatt with a drive. Loose puck out in front. Stalking along by Strong. Big time save by Caffarelli. Now Mensch off the kick plate. Coons shoots. Misses wide. Coons with it again. Shoots. Blocked in front. And that goes down the length of the ice. No icing. Saucer pass on the tape. McIntosh. Kept in his zone. Gordon. Dylan Gordon skates the line. He shoots. Blocked away. There's McIntosh on the left wing. Tries to feed it towards the back post, maybe to get it to the stick. A massive drive of the net. Doesn't get there. And now Rand. Rand with it again. Played up towards the point. No one home. Wakeland way out of his net. Just taps that one. Now Carollo. Offsides. 5:36 to go.
Well, Thomas Caffarelli has seen 72 shots this game so far. That is a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And for the most part, he's made some impressive saves, but
he has.
If you're seeing that many shots, it's hard to
keep a lot of those out of the net.
Right.
It's kind of, I don't know what law it is. Like, I mean, you just kind of assume, like, if there's a lot of shots on goal, you're probably going to score a lot. Here's Kelly out in front. Pad saved by Caffarelli. Pad sealing the ice. Kelly plays that through, giving chase to Siegel. Chopped along into the skates of Kelly. Now Siegel. Jackson wide on the backhand. Save made Caffarelli. Shot number 74 of the night.
So our stats department, the ACHA website, has Thomas Caffarelli having 143 saves on the season so far.
And he's got another 66.
Adding 66 saves in one night.
60 minutes. It's over a save per minute.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
It's well more than a shot per minute.
Yeah. A goal almost every 6 minutes. Jensen to the slot. Kelly can't find it before Caffarelli does. He holds for a whistle.
This doesn't include the shots that have missed and stuff too. Like,
yeah, the shot attempts and everything. I feel like UNLV is easily at 100 shot attempts.
Easily.
If that was a track stat, they'd be at 100 shot attempts. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. So here's Backel from the circle. Shoots, he scores. Luke Backel with the Snizite 9-1 UNLV.
Well, he was active against SDSU last weekend. Had the hat trick. Adds another one to his season total.
Here's a replay. Backel from the circle, head up. How you doing?
Got the water bottle out of place.
9-1. Played to the slot, and Backel almost had another one there. Backel looking for that goal. It's a Johnson. He shoots, loose puck out in front. Backel below the goal line. It's a Gordon with a drive, blocker save. And now Dylan Gordon in neutral ice, plays it off the kick plate for Backel. Once again, he scored the most recent goal. Asher White's had the assist. He's got it now. Rebound. Save made Caffarelli. Estabrook getting stride over the blue line. He pulls up the half wall. Play gets broken up by Dylan Chapman. Now in this D zone, Oregon trying to get a breakout started. Unsuccessful, under 3 minutes to go in this third period. Once again, we're going to keep reminding you, 2 p.m. start time in the afternoon between these two teams at City National Arena to round out the fall semester. Broadcasting right here on the UNLV Hockey YouTube channel.
Enjoy that 10 a.m. window of NFL games, and then,
yep,
you know,
the Raiders and the Eagles, part of that 10 a.m. window.
Satisfy your appetite with a quarter or two of the 1 o'clock window, then switch on over.
Come on back.
YouTube.com/UNLV Hockey.
That puck's popped way up and knifed down by McIntosh. Coates with a drive. Save made So once again, the Raiders playing the Eagles tomorrow in the 10 a.m. slate in Philadelphia.
I actually
Cold
think
weather.
the Raiders might have a chance here.
Kenny Pickett is starting over Geno Smith. Geno Smith hurt on Sunday. Shoulder and a hand injury.
Now, if there's any team that could unlock the Eagles' offense, it is the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, they've suffered from injuries, suffered from some pretty unfortunate plays this season. So you got the Eagles, who have been struggling as of late, playing at home after an ugly Monday Night Football loss
Very
against
ugly.
the Chargers. 5 turnovers from Jalen Hurts, 2 of which on the same play.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley not having an amazing year. He and Genty are tied for the league lead in plays for 1 yard or fewer, or 0 yards and negative yards. I'm sorry.
Really?
Tied for the league lead. The both.
Do you
of them.
have the number? That number?
I do not. Shout out Adam Hill of the Las Vegas Review-Journal for that stat. Right there. And Kenny Pickett was, if memory serves me right, the highest graded Raider player on Sunday in his 1 quarter of service against the Broncos, according to Pro Football Focus. So it'll be interesting to see Kenny Pickett, Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion,
Kenny
don't
Pickett
forget
in
that.
his former home, as Rand fires a shot and loose puck is swept away from danger. So we approach the final 90 seconds of this contest. UNLV, 81 shots on goal.
He threw a pass in the Super Bowl, too. Don't forget it.
Yeah, he did. And he saw action in the NFC Championship game. Kenny Pickett. The lone touchdown Pickett threw was to Shedrick Jackson. It was his first NFL catch, first NFL touch, and it was a touchdown. Shedrick Jackson, a relative of Bo Jackson as well. Final minute.
Grandnephew, right?
Believe so. Believe grandnephew.
Not to be confused with Ohio State's Bo Jackson.
The Ohio State. Now approach the final 30 seconds. It's all academic from here. Rand turns one towards the net, misses high and wide. Fed towards the net, blocked by Rand. And gets sent out into the UNLV zone. 15 seconds. And the final 10, UNLV may try and dribble it out if forecheck gave way a little. They're going to get one more rush. Here's Dylan Gordon, dipping the shoulder in the final seconds, tick it off. And that'll do it. 9-1 is their final score. The final shots, 81-11. Skating Rebels picking up a win on a Saturday night to open up the series.
I don't know if the Oregon had a shot in that last period, maybe just one.
We'll have to double check that one.
I think
we'll
they
bring
had
that to you
10.
tomorrow.
They had 10 or 11 coming into the final frame and ending with 11. 81 shots.
81
for UNLV.
shots for the Skating Rebels. As they salute the fans on a late Saturday night, we're going to show you how we got to this goal total. First up, a bit of a weird one from the Ducks to open up the scoring early. They were feeling pretty good about that, obviously. And Charlie Masick, his first of the night, tying the game. And then it was all UNLV from there. Mario DiMaggio sniped from the point. Show the bench how he feels. And here come the Rebels again. Rockstar zone, Mason Kelly, his first of the night. Bit of a shrug, nonchalant. Brady Esbrook sunk, shot fake, 4-1. And then UNLV continuing on in a busy second period. Hayden Siegel with the snipe after Devin Nagray eats the check. Siegel feeds it to the goal mouth, and Kelly with his second, making it 7-1. Heath Mensch with a beautiful passing play to Caleb Strong, who pots the 8th goal of the game for the Rebels. And rounding out the scoring is Charlie Mask again. And one more time, here's Backel with the snipe, 9-1. The Rebels win. So once again, 2 p.m. puck drop between these two teams at City National Arena. But for now, on behalf of myself and everyone at the UNLV hockey broadcast family and media family, we say good night, and we'll see you in just a little bit of time, under 24 hours.
Try and figure that out.
Can't figure that one out? We'll get back to you tomorrow. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.